All right, what is going on, guys? This is James, Gerrel, and McGavin for the Panda Cast, episode 3. Um, just the fucking Saturday Night Live intro again. No, but yeah, so today we're just going to hop into it real fast. We're going to talk about a couple of different things. Last week we didn't get to McGavin's topic of food, so we're going to talk about our favorite dishes, maybe some of our least favorite dishes, things like that, alongside Jarrell's topic of the day, which is the Microsoft acquisition of, what is it, Activision and Blizzard?
And Blizzard, yeah.
Doesn't Activision own Blizzard, and that's how they just bought Activision?
Probably so.
I'd have to
It
look
was
it
like
up.
a
Yeah.
$74 billion purchase.
Yeah,
Uh,
Activision
oh,
bought Blizzard
dude, what?
a couple years ago.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok video where the guy was like, it was the CEO was like, it was supposed to be a $70 billion acquisition, but then
Yeah.
the CEO was like, nah, make it 69 billion. Like he lowered it by 1 billion just because it sounded cooler, and the deal's supposed to go through on 420. And I'm like,
What the heck?
okay, that's all. I really don't know much about it at all, but that's just kind of funny right there. But if you enjoyed the show last week, go ahead and check it out. You can see it on youtube.com/JamesBlackPanda along with your favorite podcast services. Go to patreon.com/pandamedia. Go to the pinned comment, and it gives you the RSS feed to plug in. Also, it gives you all of the links where all the sites and things like that are right there. So the quickest way to find it, wherever you want to find it, is patreon.com/pandamedia for the show. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Gerrel, give us the spiel on the acquisition.
Or the big thing is Microsoft has made a deal with Activision and Blizzard that they're gonna only have their games exclusively on like Xbox. But recently I heard Sony was like, we already got a contract, you guys can't do that. But the thing is, that's like games like Spyro, Crash, all of obviously Call of Duty, Tony Hawk, just games like that. So it's like, just imagine, how do y'all feel like if y'all could never play those games again on PlayStation? Because that's a huge deal, $75 billion.
I
Like,
mean, I thought I didn't see any articles. I haven't really read on it, but everybody's talking about it. But I don't think I saw anything official like saying like we won't be able to play these games. You know what I mean? Everybody has that fear, but I mean, I guess since I haven't really looked into the whole deal and I just know about it, I don't
yeah.
think that's gonna happen. Maybe
Well, that's
because
what Sony said.
contracts and
Yeah.
everything like that. Yeah, but I mean, just thinking about it too, it's just like it's kind of I don't know. I don't know how I can really explain it because
But like I
nobody
Yeah.
said,
can
what
really
if you
care.
can? What if you
Consumers,
feel
like the
like if you can play
businesses,
those
don't really
games
have
no
to
more?
care. I
Well,
mean, Call of Duty I could go without.
also they wouldn't. I don't think they would take Call of Duty off of Xbox or off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna buy it and then take it off of Xbox. I don't think they would take it off of PlayStation just because. If you look at how it breaks down, Call of Duty is like #1 best-selling game on PlayStation uh, compared to all of the other games. So that's just sure they would take away like some profit and things like that from Sony, but from what I've heard with the other deal they had where they bought Bethesda, it's like for the amount of money that they spent, it doesn't make sense to cut immediately cut the profit that you'd be making from those games. Like if Call of Duty sells 25, 30 million copies every fucking year, and
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, or 10 of them, let's say half, let's say it's just 50-50. It's obviously more, like maybe 70-30 on PlayStation, and the majority is sold on PlayStation because there's a higher install base. You would think, like, why would you buy something and then immediately slash the market that you can sell to
Because
by
because they care
70%,
about their
50%?
market. Think about this is like, look,
Yeah, I know,
the
but
only way you're gonna play this game is if you play it on our system. It's a marketing tool for them.
yeah, but
So
but here's the thing: it's stupid. I mean, because you don't even need an Xbox to play Xbox games.
Yeah,
You can
I
just
got a
get on your
PC.
PC. There's like they're not even trying to push units; they're just trying to push software sales.
yeah,
So why would they cut their software sales?
I guess because it's
In
like
my
when
mind, that
Microsoft
doesn't make
paid them
sense.
the money, they already got their money. 75 billion is a lot of freaking money. They don't care about they already got their
Yeah,
money in stone. So it's like only people that really benefit from it right now is Microsoft because they're like, okay, we gave you your money. So if the sales go down, you already got your stuff. We about to get ours, type stuff.
Right.
So, so we'll see, man. Like you said, Call of Duty. I just got back into Call of Duty, so I don't know if I would miss it or not. But obviously, like fans like Crash and Spiral to be gone, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Um. And again, I mean, it just kind of comes down to what their goal is, what their plan is. I don't know, because with I'm kind of not formulating my own opinion here. I'm kind of rehashing an opinion that I've heard. So don't
Yeah,
cut me down or whatever. But um, from people who are in the gaming industry and things like that, of like other podcasts that I listen to, they talk about Game Pass and how it really isn't hurting Sony. Like
yeah,
with a game, it could go straight up on PlayStation to buy for 60, $70 and then go on Game Pass for free the same day, and it still charts on Sony platforms. So, and also from what I've heard, I have no idea. This is not any research that I've done. Game Pass is in the hole because people were like hundreds of people were signing up for $1 a month when it was going on with that deal or whatever.
yeah,
And there obviously it's kind of like PlayStation Plus where they pay out a chunk of money and then that game goes on PlayStation Plus to be given out for free. The company or like the developer makes money from initial upfront investment by Sony or Xbox to be on the service and then potentially get more eyes on it. There was a game, Outriders or whatever, that like blew up because of that, because everybody was like, this game probably sucks. It went on Game Pass. Everybody played it. But then it's like, you look at sales on Xbox and they're kind of like dead, but then sales on Sony are through the roof because everybody talked about it. It was like the game got free marketing to blow up on PlayStation. Now, the only thing that I can think of is if they are really trying to push the subscription model of Game Pass, where they would take it, like they could maybe use that as an example, where Outriders was free on Game Pass and then blew up on PlayStation. Now, if they have Call of Duty come out, like Call of Duty whatever the fuck, come out on Game Pass and doesn't come out on any other platform, and you can either buy it for $70 or get Game Pass for $10 a month, and then you get all of these other games on top of that, and then they just hook you because it's like set it and forget it, like Netflix. I've had Netflix for like 8 years.
Yeah.
The price goes up, I'm like, fuck it, you know? And I guess that might be what they're hoping for.
Yeah.
But that's a really long game. That's a long game. And they're dropping $70 billion for that game, you know?
That's a lot.
For them to make that back,
Just
just think about it. For them to make that back, what is it, $60 billion or $70 billion?
yeah, it's
70 billion divided by $10. That's so, and then let's divide that by, I don't know, 48 for 48 months equals divided by 48. They would have to have like 150,000 people on Game Pass for $10 a month consistently for 4 years to make that
They
back
can do
up.
that. They can do that.
Yeah.
I think they could.
But I'm saying, like, that's a long game. And I know they have the money to blow. I think Microsoft's like, what, the second or third highest grossing or highest
Freaking Bill Gates, all
valued
that,
company.
They still freaking
Yeah,
got batteries.
I mean,
like,
dude, that's like,
you know what I'm saying? They still
Yeah, I
making
mean, they
money
don't
on
care. They don't
batteries. And then obviously the computers, Windows, and all the other stuff. So just imagine. So what if it was another market
Yeah.
plan? Say if every game, like if they still sell Call of Duty on PlayStation, what if even though they sold it, Microsoft still made money even though it was on PlayStation? That would freaking be a huge thing.
Yeah, they do.
You see what I'm saying?
They would
That's
have
huge.
because, yeah, they would get the publishing or the developer fee or whatever. Because Sony gets, I don't know how much it is, but it's like 7% or 10% or something like that of the game sale,
Yeah.
based off of it being on on PlayStation Network or on a PlayStation platform. Every game that's sold on PSN they get like a cut. obviously. Every game that's sold on PlayStation, they get a cut. But the developer or the publisher of the game also gets their cut. So,
So that's
sure,
smart,
if
man.
you buy Call of Duty, I mean, if you buy Call of Duty and it sells 30 million copies, you're getting the publishing or the developer
Yeah,
fee from the sale, but also you're making your opponent money as well because those games sell.
that's why it was a genius
The
move. It's
only thing
almost a
that you could
monopoly.
do, I know that's
It's
what
a-
a lot of people were saying on TikTok. They were like, "Yeah, this is why monopolies suck because it's good for Microsoft but bad for gaming. It's bad for the gamer."
but they
And
definitely
I don't
shook
know
some
because
things
I
up.
mean personally, yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the thing that really hits me is the Blizzard acquisition. You know, because from what I'm hearing, Deathloop is pretty good. Um, I liked The Evil
Yeah,
Within, but they're not making any more of those because they're working on Ghostwire Tokyo, which is PlayStation. Um, id Software and Machine Games with Wolfenstein and Doom. I wasn't
yeah.
really into the new Doom games, but the Wolfenstein games are really good. I didn't play uh, the newest one. I just played old New Order and Old Blood and the new Colossus. I didn't play the what is it, Young Blood?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, Youngblood.
Damn.
Nice.
It's like, damn, you ain't got no culture, man. No, and then so like I'm more upset about the Bethesda one. I don't really give a crap about Fallout. When it comes to Activision Blizzard, I mean, sure there are a couple of games like Crash and stuff like that, but I only got Crash Team Racing or Crash
Yeah.
Kart or whatever the hell it's called. I said the right name first, I think, and I really don't care about a lot of their games. It's just kind of one of
Yeah.
those things that it's like, okay, I mean, if you care, that's gonna drive Xbox
Yeah.
sales or PC sales, and a lot of people have thought that everything's moving towards PC
Yeah. The thing is, I don't really like count
because
PC as
yeah,
like a console because it just seems like if it's PC, it's cool, whatever. But it's like when something on Xbox or PlayStation, I'm
it's
like, oh heck
not
no.
a console.
Yeah. So it's like, oh
Yeah.
heck no.
Well, how did you
So
feel? How do you feel about first party exclusives of PlayStation going on PC?
I didn't mind. Like I guess I'm not really.
Yeah.
I guess it's just Xbox. Like if it's on Nintendo, I don't care. Like when Kingdom Hearts, like I think it was 3D something, was on Nintendo, I was like, all right, cool. It's all right. And
You're like,
then yeah, it was cool. But Microsoft when Kingdom Hearts 3 was on Xbox, that junk aggravated me. Even though I still haven't played it, but it's just the fact that no other Kingdom Hearts ever was on Xbox except for Kingdom Hearts 3. It was stupid. So
oh yeah. I
like,
mean, it's kind of goofy. You know, the biggest thing that really hurt me is when they bought Rare and Banjo and Kazooie went to fucking Xbox.
so now it's like Crash growing up on PlayStation. That was like their mascot, and freaking Spyro basically, even though it was like Game Boy Advance stuff like that, Nintendo kind of too. It just like, dang, they just took
Yeah.
two mascots that made really PlayStation what it is, and it's over there now. So yeah,
Yeah. But Gavin, what about you? How do you feel?
Again, like you were saying, it's like if you care about it, it's just gonna hurt you. But sometimes, like some of those games, like I like same thing like Call of Duty, I could live without. I don't know any other like exclusive like Blizzard. I mean, it doesn't really affect me. I have PC, but again, I just have no interest in those games specifically. You know, I've always been a big fan of like what Sony's doing with like,
yeah,
their exclusives. For me, I didn't have any issue with like God of War coming to like PC or like Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC or you know what I mean? Like those games are great, and I'm glad that other people are playing them. But maybe like Gerald said, maybe if they don't, maybe as long as they don't go to the actual Xbox console, then I'll be happy.
yeah.
Like
Like
PC, like I
freaking
said, PC is yeah, it is Microsoft, but like it's also like its own thing. You know what
yeah,
I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's not really associated with Microsoft, just other than the software and the hardware. But like the PC world is completely different. Hence the whole like, oh, PC master race meme that's been going on forever.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, as long as people can play the game, as long as people can play the games, that they want and like, that's fine. Unfortunately, of course, with like the business era, the gamer does suffer here and there. But yeah. I mean, again, I love Spyro. Me and Monica got the remastered collection, and it was great.
Yeah.
I never really played Crash, so if Banjo-Kazooie, don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I
that
never
was
played
they
those
bought that shit
games.
like 10 years ago. So.
Yeah, and like some of those games that other people grew up, I didn't have those ones, so I had like different mascots.
Yeah, you're like, I like Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh, can I play Tekken? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I mean what you
see,
said
so
about
if Microsoft
the
bought Naughty
difference
Dog, how
between
would you feel?
not for sale.
All
They
right, that's
couldn't.
what I'm
They're
saying.
an
That's
actual
what.
Sony exclusive.
Not
But
for
I'm
They're an
saying,
sale.
like, it would make you feel some
Not
type
for
of
sale.
way.
That would make me feel some type of way.
They,
Um,
they can buy the movie.
yeah, they can buy that Uncharted movie. I don't give a shit. They can
I'm gonna
make
watch that
whatever.
shit.
Yeah, I will watch it just because, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
you look at you.
no, 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 no. Because I'm gonna be hypercritical of it. I know I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go watch it because it's an
You gonna make a
Uncharted
review on
franchise
it?
piece, and it's. I mean, I'm gonna do a review, but like, this movie's so fucking Tom Holland.
Yo, that's a
tag
giant
him.
mug.
Tom, you gonna take out all
Yeah, look how big that mug is. Oh my god.
big in your face, dude.
Yeah, it's just. No, I mean, not that big.
But like it
It
covers your
just
whole
looks
face
a
when you
lot
put
bigger
it
than.
up.
Yeah, and we know you're not like putting it closer to the camera to make it look bigger. You just.
Yeah, it's just like it's not that big, dude. Like, it's not that big. Yeah, if you're watching the video, you can see what that's all about. But you did say something where it's like, as long as it doesn't come to Xbox, right? So,
That's just
if it goes to PC, like the first parties, yeah, if the first parties go to PC, it's like it's not Microsoft because you're buying it on Steam or you're buying it on Epic because Sony is a. That's another thing. Sony is an investor in Epic, which is the people that make Fortnite that have the Epic Game Store. So even if it does go on PC and you could sell it through the Epic Game Store or through Steam or what have you, Sony still gets a cut of the sale because, one, they're the makers of the game. They own the IP. And also, the better Epic does, the Epic Game Store on PC does, Sony gets a kickback. They got like a 3% share or some shit. It's like laughably low.
3%.
But off yeah, but here's the thing. It's kind of like you look at the crypto. It's like 3% on $100 billion ain't nothing to laugh at. But it doesn't have a $100 billion market value right now. But in the future, it very well could be. It could be like a rival with Steam.
Yeah. So, well, real quick, and then we can go on. What if you think like if Sony bought like Take-Two Studios or Take-Two Interactive? That's like Rockstar and like 2K Games. Do you think that would be like a huge acquisition?
Yeah, they don't even have the money to do that.
But that would be nuts. Like if they
Like-
just own GTA, or if they bought Capcom or something like that.
Like, from
They
what
can buy
I...
Capcom.
It'd be pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah, they could, but it's kind of like Capcom's doing well by themselves. Like, when I think about it, I am kind of, again, listen to other shows, so my opinion is a little skewed as far as like the information that I know about like all of this. But it's like I do feel like it's not the best to do that because it robs players, like you said, it robs players from being able to play the games. Like, you guys don't mind some first party exclusives going to PC because more people get to play the games. But it's also okay if Xbox buys Blizzard, they buy Bethesda, they get Activision, and then they start removing games from platforms. It's like I'm sure you're a company and you're making smart investments on companies that are other companies that are doing well, but you're also optically looking like shit. And Microsoft, if you look at their output as far as games and first parties and first party exclusive things like that, it's like they ain't got anything. Like, they don't manage. Like, again, this is kind of my opinion influenced by someone else, but they don't manage the teams. Like, when was the last first party Xbox game that came out that you were like, damn? Besides the one that just came out, Halo Infinite.
The
What was
only
the one
game,
before that? What was the first party exclusive that came out?
the one that you had on what the Xbox One. What's it called? The jumping thing where you was going through the city. You know what I'm talking
My
about?
point exactly. You can't even remember the name.
You,
And guess who owns it
but
now?
you know what I'm
Sony.
talking about. Really?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Oh, I talking about Sunset Overdrive?
Yes.
Yes, yes. That game looked fun. So I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it is fun. It is
Yeah.
fun.
Oh
And
yeah,
Sony bought
Insomniac made it.
Yeah, Sony bought Insomniac, so now they don't have publishing rights to
Yeah,
the first game, but they can easily use the IP to make a second one. And
that's
in the
crazy.
future, when the
That's
contract
awesome.
runs out for the exclusive timing of the first game, unless it's perpetual, but Sony could potentially re-release Sunset Overdrive on PlayStation. So boom, the best game was made by a Sony first-party studio on Xbox. It was a second party at the time, but it's a first party now.
Yes.
Okay. Any
Yep.
other games? I mean, obviously they got. If you're not into racing games, which there are millions and millions of people that are, if you're not into Forza or Forza Horizon or anything like that, they got Halo
I mean, we
Infinite
got Gran Turismo.
and yeah, and they got Forza.
Yeah,
Oh,
Forza's
Gears of
really good,
War.
but
I always
I
want to
guess I
play
don't
Gears of
really play
War.
those styles of game.
Yeah, but when was the last good
Gears of
Gears of War
War, I
game?
heard was good.
When was the last one?
Like three or something like that, right? 2013 or
Dude,
something. I don't know.
yeah, fucking 9 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying they have just dog water games, but what I'm saying is all of the games that are regarded as really good, like, what is it, like Remedy
Yeah.
games, like Quantum Break and stuff like that, that people were like, oh, this is pretty interesting, or Alan Wake, they're on PlayStation now. Not Quantum Break, but Alan Wake is remastered and it's on PlayStation now. Sunset Overdrive is
Yeah.
owned by Sony now. The like, sure, they're getting like Microsoft isn't creating its own great thing. It's just buying things that are already high sellers. Because everybody shits all over Call of Duty, but people still buy it.
Yeah.
It's not regarded as like a
But they
top
know it makes
tier,
make
like
a lot of money.
great game. It just makes money. Like Microsoft is just proving to
Yeah.
be a like it's like we've always kind of thought a soulless entity that just buys things because it's profitable.
Yeah. So that's why I think it was smart in a way for them because they just want people to buy more Xboxes. They don't care if it's driving people away
They
from
don't
this
even want that.
console. They want them all in on their console. I think they
They don't
want that.
even want that. Not to sell more Xboxes
They gotta do something.
because if they wanted people to buy more Xboxes, they wouldn't make every single game day and date with PC.
But Bill
You
Gates,
immediately
Microsoft,
like
so
no, I mean I get that. I get that. But it's just like when it comes down to selling Xboxes, that's not the way to do it. That's
yeah,
not why do you think Sony can't even I saw a TikTok video today where somebody was like, I work at a GameStop and the I can't even keep a PlayStation 5 in my inventory for more than 2 hours, but I have Xbox Series X's and Series S's sitting in the back room for like weeks.
yeah.
Nobody wants it.
So I think they
And
did
then I
this
got
deal
it's
so
so
people
funny
will
cuz
want.
like well, or at least cuz I mean a lot of people are just going to be like, "Oh, well, fuck it." Like people are going to boycott it. Like PlayStation fans are going to be like, "Well, never buy Xbox, never buy Call of Duty again." Like, and
Yeah,
that's like the fanboyish people, but like eventually I would like to get a PC because I mean as we're growing as the show and stuff like that,
of
I'd like to
course.
get a more powerful PC where I can actually do things and edit, have a good quality and all this other shit. Um, so I'll probably have a PC in the future that does allow for some PC gaming because there are games
Yeah,
on PC that I do enjoy, like Oxygen Not Included, which doesn't really require a lot, but in the future I'd probably buy a game like uh, Wolfenstein, if it's really good on PC, versus I wouldn't
Dude,
buy an Xbox for it.
it's probably gonna look super good.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy an Xbox for it.
Cause I got Metro Exodus on my PC. Oh my
it
god,
was some game.
Really
I
looks
good.
forgot what it was,
amazing. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Looks fucking great.
but it's only on
And I
PC.
don't think my shit's on ultra high because like I just don't really care. But it's just like just it being on high is like oh my god, it feels so good.
Yeah, just really smooth.
Yeah, it's just smooth. It's not like something to like, oh, dude, I gotta stay PC. No, it's just like right now, it's just we keep telling each other we gotta play these games, and then, like I'm on my PC, and then like I play with Monica,
Yeah.
and then it's like we never get a message like, yo, hop on. Like, all right, bet.
Yeah, but I don't get a message from
I'll
you saying hop on either, so goes
because
both
I'm waiting
ways.
for y'all.
Because I'm waiting for y'all. Dude, I saw this
Well,
stupid video on TikTok yesterday for some reason that made me think of it. Like, because the X Games came across my For You page, and a dude did like this really cool like snowboard trick, and then I was like, oh shit, that was dope. So I went to the X Games TikTok page, and they're doing, I guess it's like the winter games, like they're doing like the winter X Games. So it's a bunch of skiing and snowboarding videos and things like that. And this person goes off this really big jump, and the guy's like, oh, we're not, the announcer, he's like, we're not done yet. And then the guy lands the trick, and he goes, I'm a spicy little tomato. That was insane. And I've been walking around the house
From the
saying
UK or
that stupid
something?
shit. Like, oh, dude, I don't know. But, like, I'm, like, exaggerating and everything. I'm like, that was insane. Like, he didn't say it like that at all. But that's just, I don't know, really stupid. I'm trying to think about how I can use that sound in a TikTok video. But, yeah, as far as this acquisition, do you guys have anything else to say about it?
No, like I
no,
said, I'm gonna get a better
just gotta wait and
PC
see
too.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Is it a good thing for gaming? Is it a bad thing for gaming? Verdict?
I think it kind of is because that means they're looking for like Sony or Nintendo to do a response. That's why I feel like it's gonna make them want to try it. Like competition, they say is best for business, so I think they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, we gotta get on their stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man.
Sounds good.
For me, I think it's a good thing as well. Because maybe this is the start of like something a lot like a bigger collaboration, you know.
Hmm.
Um, but
Elaborate on that
we'll
a little
just
bit
have
more.
to
What are your thoughts? What do you mean by that?
like them buying all these like different studios and whatever. You know, maybe we might see like a resurgence of like plenty of really good maybe like Xbox exclusives. Because you know how you were saying like the IPs of Xbox really haven't drawn my attention anywhere. Granted, you know, as
Yeah,
we grow up, also gaming has been kind of meh, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I hear the new God of War and I'm immediately like, oh God, I need a PS5 for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's still in my mind. Like I need a PS5 for that. Um,
I feel
there's
the same
nothing,
way.
there's nothing that there's nothing that the Xbox or at least Xbox Studios exclusive that makes you want to get it. Like the only games I really wanted to play and I got an Xbox S before I got rid of it was Killer Instinct, which is a fighting game, and I can get
oh
it on
yeah, yeah,
PC for like $4.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, like there's nothing that's drawing me to that. So maybe there might be a game that is like how Gerrel said, like with Sunset Overdrive, like, oh man, I would love to get an Xbox for that reason.
That's the
You know
only
what I
reason I
mean?
bought the Xbox One.
Yeah, and it's just like, but because I mean, other than that, like I have all the streaming
yeah,
services on my PS4.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I don't even talk about like just gaming, just everything I do. Like I'm on my PS4 all the time. Like either watching Netflix or like Hulu or
yeah.
like Disney Plus. And then when I'm doing that, then I just get off and, and play games.
Yeah.
But I'm always online, like watching something or doing something with my PS4.
Well,
If
here's
I'm not playing, I'm watching something.
yeah. Well, here's a question. What if Game Pass comes to PlayStation?
I heard
Like
something like it will.
Like as
a
an
Game
app. You,
Pass.
yeah, you can download the Xbox Game Pass, kind of like the EA Play.
Mm,
Yeah, they said they're gonna upgrade it this year. It's coming out this year. It's gonna be a better form of like how PlayStation Now was supposed to be, and everybody didn't like it. They're gonna
Yeah.
make a better version of like PS Plus, PlayStation Now, where it like comes together, and it's gonna be huge.
No, I mean
So yeah,
like
maybe.
Xbox Game Pass, legit Xbox branded Game Pass on PlayStation 5, where you can play and
Nah,
buy the Xbox Game Pass on PS5. No, what if that
nah.
does happen?
do I get a free
I don't
trial?
even know how to. Yeah, I don't know how.
Just make a million emails, never pay them. Like, look at all these free games, man.
Woo!
No, maybe it might be possible because it's a lot of cross-platform games now. Like even Knockout City, you can PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. We can play against everybody. So,
Yeah.
so maybe,
Oh wow, I did not know that.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know if that's viable as far as like it going to PlayStation, but with the way I feel about the acquisition is kind of just like I kind of think it is kind of like money hungry, and I mean they're a business, so I mean, it makes sense for them.
Microsoft is
But I
very
do
money
also, yeah, it's just kind of like money hungry, not in good faith with the people. But
the people.
I yeah, the people with the people. But I also do agree with McGavin a bit, where it's like maybe this is like a Xbox resurgence, where they actually do something that gets people interested in what they got going on, you know. But again, it's not something that they're building. They're literally just buying teams and saying, "Hey, keep doing what you're doing, but you're only on Xbox now." And sure, everybody at Activision is happy as shit that $69 billion just got dumped into the company's pockets
Yeah.
and the employees and the owners. But it is one of those things where it's like, okay, can Activision and Blizzard sustain themselves if they're only selling on a smaller base of, maybe not smaller, but isn't Call of Duty and all that on PC anyway now?
That's on everything.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
That's on everything.
I played with you guys when I was in Korea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, they're like, okay, so if let's say it's even, 30% is here, 30% is here, 30% is here on PlayStation, and you just cut a third, one of your three legs out from underneath you, and then you get like maybe a marginal increase on these other two, because you're gonna have a ton of people. You're gonna have some people that go over and get like, okay, I'm gonna buy it on PC if I can't get it anywhere. That are the hardcore fans that are just gonna go for Call of Duty, don't really care about the platform they play on. But then you're gonna have a bunch of people who are there for PlayStation that are not going to give a shit about getting it on PC or playing on PC, or not going to give a crap about buying an Xbox. So I don't know if it's viable in that way, where it's like, okay, is it going to, like I said, cut the leg out of, like a third leg out of the business for Activision Blizzard, cut revenue, cut profits, because they're not able to sell to as many people. Because remember, PlayStation 4 sold 100-something million units. That's that's an install base of over 100 million that you could potentially have that you're getting rid of. And again, PlayStation 5, fastest selling gaming console in history.
And it would have sold more if they had more out.
You really want it? Dude, I'd have one. Yeah, if they had more out. I'd have one if I responded to those 2 emails. But
The next thing you know, Microsoft comes out with their own
that's all I
brawler.
kind of have to say about that. Their own what?
Like freaking like also Master Chief, like you know how we got PlayStation All Stars until it got
Like
Smash
All
Bros.
Stars or like
Freaking
yeah.
4 Master Chiefs characters.
whatever the hell is it.
Yeah, that's all they got. Like it's like
That's
4
what it
Master
is.
Chiefs. Like
There's different colors.
Like,
what's
Gears
the
of
main
War.
character from Gears' name? I don't even know his
Yeah,
name.
that,
Nux.
I don't know either. Like
I
a
feel like
freaking
it's like
Forza
Marcus.
car,
Oh.
like a car driver.
I give him a haircut.
Man, I got a dirt bike under that. No, what's it? I know Cole. Cole Train is like the one of the characters from. Oh, it's
Hold
like
on.
it's like John
Hold on.
Phoenix or something.
Jumping.
It's like something Phoenix. I think it is.
But
Like
you'll
Phoenix,
have,
like
like,
FE in it.
Different variations of Master Chief, like as a different character, like Good Cole, Evil Cole. It would just have like different freaking Master Chiefs all the way across. That'd be funny.
Gears 5.
That roster
main
would be
ca-
low.
No, the main character is someone new. It's like the son. Like the original
Carrot.
trilogy was like someone else.
Yeah.
I think it was like
What do you say?
Marcus.
Oh, dude,
Microsoft-
right at Mark. Yeah, I said John Phoenix, so Fenix. I got his last name right, but you're correct. Marcus Michael Phoenix
Oh, nice.
Marcus.
is a
Michael
fictional
Phoenix.
character
He has a
and
middle
primary
name.
protagonist from the first 3 games in the Gears of War
Alright.
video game. Marcus Michael. To Michael.
I don't even think Nathan Drake has a middle name.
I think he does.
Drake.
Hold on.
Does he? I don't think so.
That's funny. So yeah, it'll be like just Master Chief, the Gears of War, Forza driver. Then you say they bought Bethesda, or whatever that girl. She'll probably be in there.
Hmm?
And I guess Crash and
Dude,
Spyro
they got
now.
it as, yeah, he does. Apparently, no, he doesn't. It doesn't show a middle name. It says Nathan in quotes Nate Drake. His name's Nathan Nate Drake. Nate, you got two first names, and they're the same. Nathan Nate. Hey, what up? But yeah. So as far as when you're gaming, going into the next topic, what is something that do you ever eat while you're gaming, or do you ever? How do you want to get into it, McGavin?
I be snacking.
Yeah, snacking. Like, what's your snack?
Like snacking, like ooh, woo. All right, here we go. So, when it comes
So
to like
fat,
my
dude.
snack of
Like-
choice when I'm gaming, like when I got, oh my god, I love eating.
You like the slimmest out of both of us.
Me?
Ooh, Gerrel, you guys are skinnier than I am
No, you are too.
by a lot. You're
Nah,
crazy.
nah.
No,
dude.
I'm definitely. the
How
skinniest.
much you weigh?
I'm definitely the skinniest.
I'm 190.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
James, how much
155.
you weigh?
155.
All right, I'm
like literally. He's like
215,
almost
dude.
30, 40.
216.
But you're like 3 feet taller than
But I'm
me.
6'1". I'm 6'1". Yeah, I'm 6'1". So
Yeah.
that's-
The man's like,
Yeah, so I mean. I'm gonna
Like,
make sure that I put you underneath him when
Like,
when
I'm
you
looking
look
up.
up, like. Yeah.
Like, there's
But
McGavin.
no, like,
That's funny.
no.
I'm 5'7", 5'8"
Hey,
when
what's
I wear
up, dude?
shoes, but I'm like 155. The highest I ever got was like 170, 174.
This is the highest I've been.
When I was in high school, I was like
But,
125.
Dude, I was like 140 in high school.
Dude, really? I mean, you walked like a fucking
Yeah,
bodybuilder on a beach, fucking volleyball server.
Dang.
No,
I was
but,
like 105 in Little League
my
football.
favorite.
But yeah, go ahead.
105.
Dude,
I
how you
was,
got
which is
dead?
funny. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, you were shorter. You were like our height in high school as well. And then you just like, dude, I saw you after high school and I was like, like, damn, okay. Growth spurt hit you fucking hard.
It's like one of my favorite foods to just eat while I'm gaming, and maybe if it's like super freaking like if it's like super like oh I gotta get into it, then I won't eat obviously. But
Yeah.
if it's like I'm
Yeah.
just casually playing like a story mode or like waiting for something to happen, bro, fucking motherfucking goldfish crackers. This is
Really,
my favorite
goldfish?
thing
Oh,
to eat.
no.
The snack
Nah,
that smiles back.
Yeah,
Goldfish?
man, it's
Sponsors.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, give me some.
Dude,
The rainbow ones are the best.
Dude, an unlimited
Colors taste
supply of
great.
goldfish crackers.
Oh man, I don't think I'd eat. I mean, it all depends too, though, because that's what I'm eating right now. Well, I mean, I'm done with them. Like Monica and I bought like some Cheez-Its like in the beginning of the month, and we just been like slowly going at it. And I had some goldfish crackers, but those things didn't last.
Of course they didn't. I mean, they're your favorite.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's not my actual favorite snack, but it's actually one of my favorite things to just snack on. I don't know, maybe just the saltiness of it.
Yeah.
Sodium.
Like, as far as snacking,
But,
I
yeah.
mean, Tatiana randomly bought like these Green Weiss animal crackers and vanilla wafers. And dude, I run through the fucking bag of vanilla wafers. Like, I bought like one bag, and I come home, and she's like, "If you like, you love those, don't you?" And I go, "Yeah, man, they're so good." She's like, "Why don't you buy more bags?" I go, "Because I love them.
Yeah.
Like, I will eat through
if I-
7 bags. Like, if we got 7 bags, so I only buy one, like here and there, when I go to the store, like every couple of weeks. Because I rarely go to
like,
the
I
store. She
can't.
goes all the time.
I don't. I go. Me and Monica both go shopping together to get like food or whatever, and I try to avoid snacks for that reason because like if there's snacks in the fucking house, I'm gonna eat them.
Yeah, don't go while you're hungry.
Yeah.
You be like, let me get this pizza,
Exactly.
this cake, oh, a tub of ice cream,
Yeah.
Oreos.
Yeah,
Hey,
like and it,
do we have
but like
enough
we
vanilla
don't
wafers?
we've been doing good. Like we used to have like a lot of snacks in like Washington
Yeah.
when we first got together, but like now it's just like she's always asking for snacks. So like it'll be like 8 o'clock. It'll be late, and before our shop at on post closed down for 24 hours,
Mhm.
it would be like we'll be up to like midnight, you know, whatever, just gaming or just watching TV, and then she'll be like, I'm hungry. It was like, all right, cool. So we go to the shop and we'll get like a snack here and there, and then that's
Mhm.
it. But like as far as like having snacks in the house, I have a habit of just bored eating. So that's like, you know, when you
Bored
open the
eating.
fridge,
That's terrible.
close
Yeah.
it, and you open the shit again.
Yeah.
That's me. It's literally the worst. And I do that with the fucking pantry. Like it's like, damn, I need snacks, and then there's nothing
Yeah, I do
there.
that.
I'm like, all right, good. And you know, it's a good way of stopping telling myself don't get too many snacks, because when I do, yeah, they're like all on the same day.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as
But again, I don't buy like an abundance of snacks either. I just buy like, you know, maybe 1 or 2 bags of chips, and you know the chips are half air anyways. So it's like
Yeah, way to justify. You're like, I need to get 2 bags to
Yeah.
get 1 full bag. Come on. Like,
unless they're like the hot Cheeto fries and they full.
yeah, they do. They're like 70-80% full, not 25%.
that's like
Dude, don't the baked
Yeah.
chips? Like I always laugh
The
because
baked chips
yeah.
are terrible.
no, I do like them, but
I like them.
Yeah,
I like them, but
they're
again,
cool.
like all of them just fucking.
dude,
There's like 4
Ooh.
chips in there.
like, yeah, for real. Like on the outside of the bag, I think it's funny because it says like 65% less fat. And I'm like, yeah, that's because there's 65% less chips in the fucking bag than the regular ones. Like, there's no chips in here. You get like 4 little hexagons, and then the rest are just crumbs at the bottom.
It's the seasoning.
Like it's just the seasoning accumulated at the bottom. Gerrel, what's your
It'd
snack
be
of choice?
Like that for cereal. Nah, well, real quick.
Oh, cereal?
When
Yeah, you got
when
the
the cereal
dust.
at the end of the cereal, and then that's gonna be so good.
Dude, I
But
hate
anyway,
that shit. Dude,
Really, I hate the bottom of the cereal.
like,
I
I'll
love
get
it.
the
I
last
love
little
it.
bit, and then the dust will hit the fucking top, and I'll get a colander and sift that shit out, so I just get cereal, and then
oh
like,
my god, dude! You know what?
dude, I get rid of it.
That's,
I hate
that's
that.
bad. I thought mine was bad. I like it depends depending on the cereal, right? Like I love me
Yeah.
some like for cereal, I love me some Golden Grams. And like I'll
The
like
heck,
go
man?
reach in the bag and get all of those
Golden
squares.
grams.
Golden Graham.
Yeah, Golden Grams. Yeah, I fucking
Man.
love
What?
Golden Grams. What? I
I'm
wish
gonna
I could
be
share
like, I
it.
don't even know that
Like some
cereal.
old like.
Google that shit.
I don't know.
It is, dude. It is. Oh my god.
Dude, like my favorite
Like, Google
cereal,
that shit. Golden
Wheaties.
Grams. Y'all will see them, and then
With
y'all
Shaq
will like
in the
never
front.
buy them. Like, that's how Golden Grams are.
Dude, let me.
Golden
Oh
Grams are my
God,
favorite. They look like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but not Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
dude, they're like
They're literally like
knockoff.
little squares.
They're like knockoff cinnamon toast.
You crazy. You're crazy.
Dude. Dude, like you know those like
Those knockoff.
I've been eating Golden Grams my whole life.
you know those like what is it? The food
Big old
stamp, the
bags.
food stamp cereal, which is like the Kicks, which is like the little circles. You ever get those?
I love Kicks.
You love Kicks? Those are like food stamp.
I love
like,
Kicks. I fucking love
Dude.
Kicks, you asshole.
If
That's
you like
because you're
this,
poor. No, I'm just playing.
the white man, the white man.
Yeah. No, like, dude, I've eaten Kicks. Like, I used to eat them, but like,
Dude, I get them for my cereal choice.
dude, like,
when
I
was
fucking
getting
hate
some
them.
cereal, I was like,
They're like plain nothing.
really, I love them. They're delicious.
My favorite was
You like-
Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops. I'm sorry. And then
Fruit Loops, I love
Fruit Loops, I feel like is like the perfect consistency where it's like if you eat it like quick enough, it doesn't get soggy in the cereal. But then also has like the flavor that I
Yeah,
like.
I'm not a big fan of soggy cereal in general.
I really like Fruity Pebbles,
You had the ones with the
but
marshmallows.
they get soggy. Nah, I think I have, but
Oh.
they're okay.
Those are good.
Yeah,
I like
dude, Fruity Pebbles are delicious. That's like my flavor of choice. But dude, they turn into like a bowl of mush in like 25 seconds after putting the milk in. Dude, I'd be like slowly like filtering milk in. Like I pour a little milk and then eat, and then pour a little milk and eat, just so they're still crunchy. Or I'm like down
That's
in
the
that
best
bowl
dust,
so
the
fast.
Fruity Pebbles.
Like I don't know, I like
The
the dust.
dude.
That's
That
so
shit away.
Dude,
good.
it's dude. I
Like
just
the milk. Like,
Nah,
I don't drink
nah.
milk by itself, but that just yes.
Oh, I love drinking milk by itself.
so do
Nah,
I.
bruh, you gotta
All
have
right,
some
so
dust.
Drew, you say you're
Oh,
so you say
but mine,
cereal's your favorite
Dude,
gaming
you,
snack?
hold on.
No,
Gerrel, did you
not
just say?
Okay.
Gerrel, did you just say? No, I can't drink milk by itself. It's got to have the dust in it. Did you just say that? You're like, I gotta have that dusty milk.
I'm serious.
No,
Like
sir.
I'm either eating with
No,
cereal
sir.
or drinking the whole bowl. Gotta have the dust. It's so good.
No, unfortunate.
But no, cereal not while I'm gaming. No, because then I'll be like,
Nah.
and be spilling everywhere. No, it's definitely my
Yeah.
favorite snack, man. Not just with games, but everything.
Cereal?
Is the
Just like dry
Reese's
cereal?
Chips Ahoy Chewy,
Oh.
huh?
Oh, the Reese's Chip Ahoy Chewies.
Reese's Chips Ahoy?
Yes, those
Oh,
things are so
shit.
good, man.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's what-
gosh, man. I go through those like I have to get like 2 packs, 3 packs because I get 6 at a time. Like,
Just for you? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're not that big though, but
Yeah.
yeah.
like
I
a
get what you're
roll, like
saying,
I'll
though.
grab a
You're not
roll
supposed to get
and
to
then
eat
I'll leave one 50
Like-
roll every time I
the
can.
entire roll,
Dude,
just like that. Just
dude,
reload.
dude, Brian Regan, he's a
Like, oh,
comedian.
shoot.
He was talking about Fig Newtons, and he's talking about like the health thing on the back where it's like the serving size is like two cookies. He's like, who the hell's just eating 2 cookies? Dude, I'm like eating them by the sleeve. You know? And then he's like, I got a little bag on the side. So I'm like, so like it's like shooting the wood chipper pellets off to the side. It's like a little snack afterwards. Like I'm eating the whole pack in one sitting.
Yeah.
Like Brian Regan said that joke, so I'm just like credit to him. But I'm kind of that way with Oreos. Like I barely buy Oreos because I'll go through a whole pack like pretty quick. I'll get like 6, 8 cookies at a
Dude,
time.
what?
I went on an Oreo craze for the holiday season. They had the red filled ones, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
just got them because just to get them. And red is my favorite color, so I was
Dude, the red gotta eat it. Oh man, ketchup.
I hate that.
Yeah,
Just screw the top off so you get the big old
Just,
joint.
like put ketchup
Nah,
on
I
top
don't like
of
ketchup
ketchup.
that much.
I want to feel your mustache on my mustache. But no,
Damn, so Reese's Chips Ahoy. I haven't
You
even
ain't
tried
had those, the chewy
Right.
ones? Oh my gosh, they're so good. Hey,
No,
get
I
6
like
of
the
them.
Chewies, but I haven't
Put it
had
on
the
14
Reese's ones
seconds.
specifically. 14 seconds? Oh, the microwave? Get them all like warm?
Get 6 of them, put it on 14 seconds in the microwave. It's like the best thing ever.
Okay, shit, I might have to try that shit.
we should do a reaction video, McGavin. Wait. Like, be like, oh my,
Bro,
like,
what?
Like, oh my god, it's the
favorite.
best fucking thing I've ever had. In my life.
Like Multec told me about these.
But no, yeah.
Yeah, right? For real.
I shout it out like I'm gaming like chocolate
Like-
peanut butter all over my fingers. I'm like, oh my god, it's so good. Dude.
Like Back to the Future, my
No,
dad taught me about these.
You gotta use your hands. That's a baby's toy. Dude, like as far as favorite meal, like something you could eat every day, like what's that?
Okay, so for me, I think it's gotta be like between chicken or beef.
Yeah.
I don't even know which one. Can I ask for help for me?
For him?
Hey!
Phone the friend.
Babe,
No, my nigga.
which is my favorite? Which is my favorite meat? Is it beef or chicken?
Or dick.
None of that.
Ooh.
She did that, so she was like,
I knew she was gonna say some stupid shit like that.
Which one do you think you cook more and I actually eat a lot more?
Well, you're right.
That's true. I just eat it, whatever. Well, I gotta make something and that shit just I'll inhale it.
You're like, that dick.
Oh yeah.
What was that? Bratwurst?
You're like fucking hot dogs.
I don't know. I think one of my favorite dishes that I've gotten into. Well, no, I say one of my favorite dishes of all time that I can eat like all the time would probably be like sautéed steak or like these beef cuts that my dad would
Mhm.
make, and he just cuts them up really thin. He seasons them. I don't know what season. I'm trying to get the recipe from him. He seasons them, and then he just throws potatoes, just steak and potatoes, like nothing like too like gourmet, but
Mhm.
he just puts them all in like a melting pot where the potatoes are cut like real soft, and I love it with some
Man,
tortillas.
bougie,
I
bro.
think I could eat that every time.
I know, right?
So whenever my dad makes that, when I go over, I don't know, he's like, oh yeah, there's some steak and potatoes in the on the stove. I'm like,
You're
yeah,
like,
good thing I didn't eat
"What?"
it. It's like what? I was like, yeah, I know. I'll be mooching too. I'll go over there. I mean, again, sometimes we get over there late at night, so I go to sleep. I wake up and then my family texts me or I text them like, hey, I'm in Morrow. I just got here last night, and they're like, oh, okay, come we get some breakfast. I'm like, say less.
You're like, Mom, I'm already outside.
It's like open the door. Yeah, dude. I just love like the way my dad makes that is so good. And then another all-time favorite dish of mine is just basic rice and beans.
Oh yeah,
Like I could eat rice and beans like all day.
yeah, that's like
like,
classic.
For the culture.
Classic.
Yeah, I just love it. For the culture.
You ain't got no
But
culture.
yeah, no, just literally just that. Black beans, pizza beans, as long as it's white rice, I don't care. Like that shit's so fucking good.
You ain't got no culture, man.
But yeah, those are like
Come
two
on,
of my,
dude, you
two
don't
of my
like-
favorite dishes of all time.
You don't like PBJ sandwiches? You don't like plain chicken breast? You don't like
For the meal.
I mean, like I can eat for a meal.
you don't like saltless
No.
mashed potatoes?
Saltless mashed potatoes is the
Dude,
worst.
I'm throwing out like the
This shit is
plainest
great.
shit. Like, dude, you don't like grape and cheese
I-
casserole?
I've never had gravy cheese casserole.
You don't
Is that
like
a
mac?
thing?
You don't like potato salad with raisins? Come on, man. You ain't got no culture, man.
Oh heck no.
I'm
That's
throwing
definitely
out all
Like
the
if I
culture.
eat
issues
like
that are on.
like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's definitely culture. That's funny,
It's like,
man.
hey man, don't eat no fucking potato salad with raisins. That's cultural appropriation.
But yeah, no, I could definitely eat those things all day and never get tired of it. Everything else, like if I eat it like once a week or twice a week, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like after I eat the leftovers, I'm not gonna eat the leftovers.
Yeah, do you like every meal? Do you eat leftovers? Because like me, I'm like not a leftover. Like it, dude. I get that
yeah.
from my dad. My dad, dude. Like
Oh, yeah.
the only time he would eat leftovers is if we were eating steak or like what is it? Like either sloppy joes or fucking tacos. Because then he would use the taco meat the next day for nachos. Like that's the only time. Those three things are the only thing he'll eat the next day. Everything else
No,
he's like
so
non-existent.
yeah, no, when Monica makes dinner, we usually make it for like the next day. You know, for leftovers, because when I come home from work sometimes, and I get like either 30 minutes or an hour, whenever I can, I just open up the fridge, put the shit in the microwave, or heat it up in the stove, and then I just have some there,
Yeah.
then and there, and then after that I have to fucking leave like immediately.
Yeah, depending on the meal. Yeah.
But it's just like
Immediately.
no, but I like it depends. Yeah, what I'm not a big fan of is like chicken thighs. I hate eating chicken thighs for leftovers. I don't know why.
Depends on
Specifically
dude.
that. Like anything else, I'll eat it.
Like most of the time, like if Tatiana cooks like an American dish or like something like that, yeah, I'm like eating it for days, you know. And very few African dishes are the ones that I'll eat like leftovers on. Like if she's doing like the peanut paste and nkok is the name of the
Oh yeah,
vegetable.
you like that
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. And
He's like, I don't like the
over
African stuff, but
rice,
that
I
cock
don't.
though.
Man, yeah. They're really fucking good. But it's like NKOC or something like that. So that's how it's spelled.
Nah, it's spelled in my head. Is how it's spelled.
COCK. For the kids at home,
This is funny.
COCK is how it's spelled. But like, I'm gonna make sure this is like posted as not for kids. But no, that's pretty good. And I'll eat that the next day. And then rice, like when she does rice and beans, when she makes like chili or like soups. Man, there's this fucking soup she makes. Like it's it's like a mushroom potato soup where it's like carrots and peas and corn and like shiitake mushrooms with potato and broth. It's like, dude, when it's fucking cold outside, it is so goddamn good. And then the seasoning she puts in it, I'm like, that's like one of those things where I'm like, dude, I can eat this all the time. Like every time I eat it, I'm like, this is fucking dope. I'm like, I'm gonna run a train on these chicken fingers. I'm gonna like from role models. But like, but meat of choice would definitely be just the versatility. But chicken, I think is kind of like an obvious answer. But also beef. I would say that's like the number one thing because like my all-time favorite food, and that is like a burger. Like I really like burgers; they're really good. And then Tatiana's like, "Man, why do you like burgers so much? You fucking white ass." I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like
I am.
American
It's mad at me
shit,
because
in
sometimes when we go to like a new steak place or whatever, like another place we've been,
Oh,
and
I'd
they
get
have a
mad at you
burger,
too.
I'll get the burger.
I'd get mad at you too.
Nah,
Like when we were
because what if they
budgeting and
fuck
we'd
up-
go
if
to-
they fuck up my burger.
Uh-huh.
Like if they fuck up my burger, then I'm not getting the steak.
Like no,
I feel like making a burger simpler.
but here's the thing: what if the burger's awesome? You're not gonna get the steak because the burger's awesome.
Exactly, that's just fucking fire.
Right. So you're just kind of like half
It's
one,
like a safe choice.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. But no, as far as that goes, like with go-to meal every day, probably got to be something with beef in it, you know, because she'll do like the beef stew, beef stew, like where you fart in someone's face, like I don't know why I thought of that, but she like the beef for stew, like she'll get that, she'll put that in different dishes, and it's really good. And then she'll get like the steak for fajitas, like beef for tacos, burgers, steaks. It's just very versatile. Like I could probably eat beef every day. I'm gonna go on that carnivore diet.
Yeah. Freaking raptor.
What, Gerrel?
All right, yeah.
Gerrel,
Since
your
you
turn.
said beef, my favorite meal all the time is spaghetti,
For real?
for
Spaghetti?
sure.
Really?
Yes, because spaghetti is
For
so good.
sure.
Like I
What's
can
up?
eat spaghetti every single day, man. Yeah, it's awesome. You know, I
I'm
wasn't
not gonna lie.
fortunate
Yeah,
like you guys to
I'm gonna
have
be making some
steak
bomb
and
ass
mashed
spaghetti.
potatoes. No, I was very fortunate. I was just messing with you. Like I'm not bougie, but I don't like steak. That's why I don't eat it. It's cool, but I
Oh,
just don't like.
Fair.
Oh, let me get some steak. I just because growing
yeah.
up it was always like tough, and I was like, ugh. But
Oh, dude.
all that.
That's fair.
That's the reason why. You haven't had someone cook you a nice steak. Dude,
Yeah.
we got it. We should do that because like we don't. When was the last time we all hung out in person? Um, we should do that. Like, McGavin, next time you're in town, y'all come over. We like grill, dude. Drill. I'll make you a nice steak.
All right, dude. That means a lot.
He's very reluctant. He was like he's just like, man, I ain't never had a steak before. You know, couldn't afford
Fuck,
it growing
man.
up.
He's
No,
putting
yeah,
me on blast on the
I
podcast. I
definitely
guess I'll
could.
say yeah.
Yeah,
I
just like
definitely could afford it, but I just didn't like it back then.
no, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
That's like me with liver, bro. People are like, oh my god, I love liver. I'm like, ugh, I hate liver.
Dude, I'm gonna say you ain't never had it cooked
hate
right.
it.
Dude,
Nah, nah,
dude,
fuck
fried
that. That
calf
shit's
liver
nasty.
is so
That
fucking
just tastes like
good.
chalk.
Dude, no, it does not. That you means you
Calf
definitely
liver
haven't
chalk.
had it cooked right. It is good. Calf liver is really good. That's like I don't know if that's considered a white
ain't never
dish.
had it.
Maybe my whiteness is showing.
Probably is.
It's like Patrick, your heeniness
Probably
is
is.
showing. Where? But what as
I've
far as
never heard that ever
what I just said?
about the cow. Yeah, the cow. I've never heard anybody ever say, "Oh, you want some cow thighs?" No, ever.
Calf liver. It's good, dude.
Calf
It's good.
liver.
It
Yeah,
looks
I never
weird. It
heard
looks
that
like a
ever.
fucking yeah, but it's good. It's good. Um, as far as like McGavin, anywhere else you want to take the food topic? Because I like jump into. I'm just trying to ask questions to keep the conversation flowing.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you ever tell us yours?
Yeah. So I was saying that I could eat beef like almost every day, and then
What about your gaming snack?
gaming snack. I don't really eat while I
Oreos?
game. I don't really eat while I game.
Really?
No, not at all, really. Because one, I just don't want my fingers to get all like dirty or sticky or get it on the controller
Yeah.
or
I don't want to slip off the buttons.
Yeah.
Like the video, the lost chapter, the lost videos.
What else?
Oh my god, the fucking buttons.
I said that?
Work. Dude, you were slamming your fucking controller.
Oh yeah.
Look, did you see the video that Drill said? Oh my god,
I
I
watched
was
the
at
whole
work
thing. Yeah,
laughing.
I was at
Yeah,
work, so I didn't watch the whole thing.
Go to yeah, we should watch.
I was talking to somebody at work the
What's
other.
so what's so bad about back forward? Hey, back forward
Oh
triangle.
yeah, that part.
Back forward triangle. Why am I jumping?
Why am I jumping? Yeah, what's so fucking hard about that? I was like, the fucking button. Like,
Like I'm just gonna put a controller down.
yeah, just stand there.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I hate when I get like that. I do hate when I get like that, when I get frustrated. But I was talking to somebody at work the other day where I go, my brain is constantly running with different ideas. Like, you say something and I immediately go to, like, I have like a whole conversation that leads me to this random ass thought I have. And I'm constantly thinking of some weird shit or like some joke or whatever. That I was telling her, I go, yeah, dude, my friend McGavin will say a joke and I'll think it's like funny as shit and bust out laughing, and then he'll be like, you remember when you said that? And I'm like, I said that? Like, I don't remember saying that. And then it'll be like a joke that like is on video from like 3 years ago where I said it and I don't remember because I say so much shit. If you haven't noticed from the podcast, I'm constantly talking. But no, as far as that goes,
Yeah. I don't got nothing else.
what is something?
I just wanted to see what y'all's favorite dishes were.
What about your least favorite thing to eat? Like when you come home and you're smelling this, you're like, "Fuck."
I don't think I have that reaction because normally, like Monica makes everything that we like to eat together, and most of the time, whatever she cooks, I'm usually at home when she starts cooking it, so like I'll help her prep it or something like that. But I think so for me, it's when I used to live with my parents,
and my mom was like, "Oh, I want to make some liver." That's when I would hate it.
God damn.
The house is just stink. I'm like, "Oh my God, I hate this." And my mom would like make another dish for us, for me and my sister. But but her and my dad would like go at
They're
it
like,
at
oh my
this
god, I'm
liver.
gonna train on these liver
I'm just
fingers.
like, how is that so good for y'all? That's just so nasty.
Yeah.
I didn't say it like that, but like now that I'm older, I'm thinking back at
Oh,
it.
she's gonna listen to
And
that.
every time my mom would make it, she would always make a different dish for me and my
Yeah.
sister.
She's gonna listen to
Because she
this
knew
and
that we
like
hated
fucking
it.
like she's gonna. I mean, why?
She knows that. She knows I don't like liver.
Yeah.
Every time she makes the liver, she'll
She's
offer
like,
me
this is the
some
this is
once
the
in a
first
while.
time
She
I'm
makes
hearing this.
it.
I mean, like, I can't believe it.
Like, nah, mom, you know.
Nah, like when I was growing up, the thing that I don't like. I like spaghetti a lot. Like when I cook it and make like
I like
like
spaghetti.
Parmesan cheese or butter bread or whatever. Like we'll make that and stuff like. But I love spaghetti. But then I don't like lasagna.
I fucking love
What?
it.
Like lasagna is just like I don't know. It's like literally the same thing: meat, sauce, noodles, and I'm like, fuck.
Maybe the cheese. Maybe the cheese they have in
Probably.
it. Maybe.
No, it's like
Cause
not even that because like I like different cheeses. I like Fontina, ricotta, like Monterey, mozzarella, like all types of cheeses. I like Fontina. Like I like cheese. It's not that I don't know what it is about lasagna. Like I guess it was just that kind of goes back to one of those things where it's like maybe it was the person who was cooking it because my dad every time he would want to make lasagna, but then like every time we would do it, he'd be like, "It didn't turn out right," and I'm like,
every time you
every
cook it.
like to the point where, and me and my dad, like we're pretty similar, so we like a lot of the same stuff. That's I kind of get like a lot of my mannerisms and like way of thinking from him, and like whatever. But he will sometimes like to do like he'll go, dude, you know what I want to make for dinner tonight? And I'll be like, no, what? He'll be like, guess. Like he'll want me to guess. He's like, you'll never get it, and I'll go, lasagna? And he's like, how the fuck did you get that? Like, and we hadn't had lasagna for like 4 years. It's like, and I'll just like randomly guess it or whatever. I remember that one time. But no, lasagna, unless you can make it good, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I've never had lasagna where I'm like, this is good.
Mm.
Just doesn't do it.
Oh,
I don't really know,
what the
man.
hell is my-
Like McGavin said, if she know I don't like it, she don't really try to cook it.
Yeah.
But I think I'll eat it, but I don't prefer it. Since I'm American, I like the American style tacos and not the Mexican style tacos.
Yeah.
With like the
I like
different
both,
type
dude.
of meat. I like both, but it's like I prefer the American because But yeah, but I'll
What do you
eat
mean?
it just because it's food. But I forgot what
Yeah.
they actually make it with it. But it's like tough meat, and I don't like that. But yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, you don't like the chewy, hard
Yeah, that's the
meat. Pause. No, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, dude, I randomly made this this pico, like pico de gallo. I guess that's what you would like American style.
Yeah.
Like all I did was cut up like 2 tomatoes, an onion, a jalapeno, throw some lemon in there and salt, and that was pretty much it. Like it was like juicy and delicious, but it was really fucking good. And I was like, dude, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be made, like authentically, but this is how I made it, and it was delicious. And as far as like different cuisine that's not American cuisine, hands down Mexican cuisine, like hands
Yeah.
down like Latino or Spanish food, whatever you want to, however you want to appropriately say it. But like, because when we went to
My bad.
no worries. Because on our honeymoon, when we like in 2016, we went to Puerto Rico and we had like typical like dishes because we were at like a hotel. But man,
Mhm.
so fucking like that's like hands down favorite cuisine. Like either Mexican or how would you like what would you consider it? Like Mexican food or Latino food or Spanish food or whatever you would say. What would you say that's kind of encompasses everything?
Well, I feel like
It all
that's
depends too.
that's it.
But
Yeah,
I think
that's
as
what-
a general a general statement for that would just be like Latino X
Yeah.
food, Latino like because again like they might use the same ingredients but the seasoning, the sauce.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just the style of it. It's just like Latino food in general.
Yeah, 'cause, like that would be aside from American food, That would be hands down
Yeah.
my favorite cuisine, Latino cuisine or Latino X or whatever.
I like that Latino cuisine. That's
Dude, it is
You ever had
what? Like
green spaghetti?
it's just so.
green
You
spaghetti?
said what?
You ever had green spaghetti before?
Green, like the color green, like it's green?
Yes, green spaghetti with like meat and stuff like cheese and all the other stuff. Yeah.
No.
You
Sounds
never had it?
interesting. No, I've never had it.
Bro, you're Mexican,
No.
we have it, dude. It's a Mexican meal.
My mom doesn't make spaghetti.
Oh, okay. You should try it. Green spaghetti too. I'm trying to tell you, you'll love it.
I'll look it
I
up.
guarantee you. We guarantee you.
I'll look it up. Yeah, it's like it is again. It's just like it's like someone. It's like how there's different style of
Mhm.
dishes. Like my mom never made spaghetti. If she did, she would just boil the noodles and put tomato sauce on them. Like
Oh
now you
yeah,
know
no
like
meat sauce.
everybody gets like the
Yeah.
meaties, the meat. Yeah, no meat, no meat. We just have like just the tomato. She'll like blend the tomatoes, add salt, and then just pour it in there with it. So like the noodle the pasta will soak it up.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not like you got the pasta and then you pour the sauce over it. No, it's not like that.
Oh yeah. It's not Italian style.
Yeah, it's just the way she thought it was made,
Right.
because that's something she made when my sister and I were
Yeah.
little. That's how she made it.
Yeah. No, yeah, like all right, so the three of us have been in a financial downside at one point in our lives. So, what
Oh
was
yeah.
your struggle meal of choice?
Oh, of choice or forced? Because there's a difference.
Well, yeah, what's your struggle meal of choice, and then also what were you forced to eat?
So struggle meal. Okay, so what I was forced to eat, me and Monica were both forced to eat, and our struggle meal that we kind of don't go to anymore. Eggs, potatoes, and bread.
Oh God,
Oh,
We
I
had
would
that for
die.
like a couple months, actually.
dude.
Yeah, like literally we eat that like like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like it was really bad because a couple dozen eggs isn't that much, and then like a fucking 5 pound bag of potatoes is like what, like $1 or two
Yeah,
maybe, depending on the influx of nowadays. But back then it wasn't much, and then like bread was cheap, so
yeah.
we'd buy like bread. Uh, we Monica found so many ways to make eggs. Again, it was just all breakfast meals. Potatoes. We would eat those three things, literally those three things. Eggs, potatoes,
Potatoes,
and
man.
bread for like I think we were eating that shit for like months.
Damn.
Like I'm talking about months.
So you're like,
It was
man, fuck an
bad.
egg.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I don't mind the eggs. Like I don't mind it because like when I'm in the field or like overseas or
Yeah,
whatever, and I don't cook for myself, and I go to the DFAG or whatever, the dining facility, I get eggs, bacon, and whatever they have to
yeah,
offer. So for me, eggs isn't the biggest thing. For me, it's like for Monica though. Like anything, if there's any eggs being made, no. If it's not in like a ramen, like Asian
right.
ramen, she doesn't put the egg
Yeah.
in there. Or like if any ingredients, like we won't have an egg dish.
Yeah.
We won't have a potato dish by itself. Or they'll never be from here on out. They'll never be combined, like ever.
Oh wow.
They'll never be together. There'll be ingredients to something, but never like, oh, I'm feeling an egg sandwich. I would like an egg sandwich.
Hey,
Monica's like, I'm never touching egg sandwiches
Right,
ever again.
dude.
Yeah, she's like never again. So like that's why again it was really bad when me and her first got together, dude. It was really bad. It was a really big struggle for us when we first got together.
Yeah,
But we made it through. We learned from our mistakes, and yeah,
yeah. I mean, that's all it
we're
takes.
here.
Joe?
Yeah, that was definitely not our poor. We didn't have a choice. That was like our only thing we could eat.
Yeah.
uh, well, I'll have to call it my survival mode days. That was when I ain't had no job. It was way back when I ain't had no job. I ain't had no car. I ain't had nothing really. And I was like,
Mhm.
I wasn't the type of dude to like ask for people for help because it was like, I
Mhm.
guess I was growing up as a man and I felt like I shouldn't do that. I should be able to get my own stuff, except I didn't have my own stuff. So I remember like the worst thing actually wasn't the worst. It was good, but the fact that I had to live off this because of my own choices. Obviously, I have a great family that would have took care of me if I would have asked, but it was just me. Anyway,
Right.
applesauce, dude. Applesauce. Applesauce and freaking popcorn. And I don't even like popcorn like that. But just imagine you going a week with just living off of applesauce and popcorn.
That's
Yeah.
God
tough.
damn.
Yeah.
That's really
So
bad.
like I would like have like food or whatever, and then when I run out, I would hate to like ask. Like I said, it was way back then. I'm glad I don't have to go through that. That's why If I get
Right.
money, I'll give back, and I don't, stuff like that. But it
Right.
was just my survival mode. I had to learn from that. And but applesauce and popcorn, and then ooh, so that's why I like spaghetti because it was like spaghetti was like my big 5-star meal to me. That I always gonna
Yeah.
love spaghetti because at the end when I didn't have no food, I would make a big pot of spaghetti and I would just have that and I was like, oh my god, I got food.
You're like,
Let's go
oh,
now. I'm going in
fuck
on
that
this spaghetti.
applesauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
shit, yeah, man. I'm like living the high life tonight. No applesauce.
But from that, I did learn how to cook a lot. Like whatever was
Yeah.
in the freezer, like I learned how to cook everything. Just because I was like, shit. I mean, I gotta eat.
Yeah.
So I don't care what it was frozen. I'll take it out, put it in there. Bread. I was making briskets by accident because I didn't know what that guy was doing. All kind of stuff.
That's fair.
but yeah.
Man.
But it was a time that needed because it helped me appreciate a lot more things in life.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. Because, like, growing up, I didn't, it wasn't like anything like that as far as, for me. So that's why I like know how to grill like all different types of stuff and appreciate steak and calf liver and stuff like that because was exposed to a lot of that stuff when I was younger. And
Yeah.
but about 2 years ago, was it three? Oh no, like 4 years ago now, like 2018, the end of 2000, 3 years, 3.5, into 2018 when I quit my job, and the money started running out, and I was making like $500 a month and shit like that. The go-to was rice and beans. Like Tatiana would get like a big ass thing of like what is it like pinto beans or like the fucking red beans, and then she would get like a big ass thing of rice, and it's like fucking $5-10 for the bag of beans, $5-10 for the bag of rice, and like literally every day we'd have rice with something else, you know, like with this type of sauce with like the little whatever here and there.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
anything.
and it was just kind of like we were kind of pretty much every day, and then we would get like the big like 36, 38 pack of eggs, and we would get bread as well, and we weren't doing like crazy different like experiments with it, but it was like for a good while it was like rice and beans for dinner or rice and something else or beans and something else for dinner, and then we would have in the morning like bread and eggs for like a good 6 months or so, because it was just like didn't really have any chance to put anything down on anything extra because all the money was like I was already behind on bills, so it's like all the money that was coming in was already accounted for going towards something else. But
Yeah.
that was kind of like the struggle meals during those times, and like you said, Gerrel, it does kind of get you like, okay, I can really appreciate a nice dinner out or some sushi or something like that, even more so because it's like
Anything.
I remember just eating fucking rice every day, like, and I know there's people that love rice
Yeah.
that eat rice every day
Yeah.
by choice, and it's not like
Thanks on the
Yeah.
day.
oh yeah, this is a shitty meal. This is no, it's good. Like it was like taking something simple and making it different ways so it tastes good and
Yeah.
fresh every day. But like,
Mhm.
that was definitely the thing. And then like that was kind of like what we would choose to have all the time. And then whenever I'd get like paid, we would go to the store and like stock up on other stuff, like get some meats, get some chicken, stuff like that. And but with meal of choice, like, oh dude, fucking ramen noodles. I like ramen noodles. That's not a struggle meal to me.
Yeah.
I'm like every now and then I'm like, let me class this up a bit. Like cook up a pack of ramen noodles and put it in a nice bowl with some chopsticks, get a fucking boiled egg, like cut it in half. I'm like,
Dude,
this
hell
is
yeah.
good. I don't know. This isn't like a fucking cheap. I mean, it's cheap like to buy, but like it's
It
not
is.
cheap when you
Yeah.
class it up with the right bowl.
No.
But no, that was kind of it for me, and that was kind of like I said, like more of like an eye-opening moment where I'm like, oh, this shit costs money.
Yeah.
Like my dad was
Oh yeah.
kind of spending and splurging a bit on dinner when he'd come home. And I didn't realize that I was kind of
Yeah.
taking it for granted when I was younger.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's tough.
definitely.
That's why I think
Yeah.
that survival mode for me, it definitely made me realize, like, dang, my parents love me. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is
Yeah.
no joke. The stuff that we took for granted, you really gotta like pay attention to it. Because, like I said, something as simple as food, when you think that was just like an everyday thing, oh, I always gonna have food. Nah, when you get older, your
Yeah, nah,
metabolism
hell
get better.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Like,
man, it's crazy.
and then like I guess that kind of goes into the little like this could be a short topic like what I was kind of talking about, but it kind of gets me in the mindset of like, okay, what's your daily routine? Because speaking of food, I don't really eat breakfast like ever, only on the weekends usually. But um, what's kind of y'all's daily routine? Like you get up, do this, do this, do this, and then you don't have to go into detail like, oh, at exactly 7:02, I'm on the freeway at this location, so come murder me. No, but
Nah, you got stalkers and stuff.
no, yeah, no, I mean like just like what daily routine, like what do y'all do? Like what's something that you do every time you get up? What's on before you go to bed, before you go to work, things like that.
I mean, like aside from just for me, my wake up is like 5 o'clock, 5:15 ish, depending on if I want to get an extra 15 hours of sleep, 15 minutes of sleep. And my dumb ass goes to
Yeah.
bed at like 1 or 12 or like 1, like every day. Because like I'll like, oh yeah, I get off the game at like fucking 11:30. It's like I'm going to go straight to sleep
Never happens.
on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never happens. And then oh shit, it's midnight. I gotta go. I got 5 hours of sleep. Goes to bed. Wake up. I brush my teeth and I get ready for PT at 6:10. So I get to do that. I work out. We do runs or whatever. We haven't really been doing much because it's been fucking raining down here and like really fucking
Yeah.
cold. Um, so I come back and I get ready for work at 9. I get there and I work from 9 to 5. I mean, of course, I get my lunch hour break. And nothing really happens, just a lot of dumb shit, whether it be like me fucking off doing whatever the hell I want,
Yeah.
or me just like in the shittiest situation sometimes. And then I get home and I relax. I get comfortable. I take a shower whenever I can. Normally I take a shower like right before I sleep so I can get like a nice refreshing feeling before I
Yeah.
sleep. And we have dinner and that's about it. Like that's in lamest terms of what I do. Like, most of my productive stuff happens like when I wake up to when I get off work.
Yeah.
After that, when I get home, like, oh fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah. I'm tired of just sitting down
You
on
know.
my desk on my phone all day. Fuck.
Oh.
I don't have a desk.
I'm tired of sitting
I
in the
got
truck.
one now. I got one
Yeah.
now. But yeah,
Yeah.
no man, it's nothing too
Yeah. So
crazy.
as far as that goes, like you were a eat breakfast every day person, lunch every day, dinner every day person.
If I have time to make myself breakfast, then I do. And sometimes I just have a cup of coffee and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but normally I eat lunch because again, either I'm hungry at that point, like all right, I need to get
Yeah.
something to eat, or I'm getting a
Yeah.
headache, or like I said, if there's like leftovers, then I'll eat the leftovers for lunch. I don't really touch the leftovers um until lunchtime. I'll just have a cup of coffee or like whatever, like a bowl of cereal if we have it, or whatever I can eat or drink with my coffee.
Yeah.
But that's not every day either. Sometimes I just won't eat. I'm like whatever.
Right. What,
No
the
coffee.
coffee is not every day?
No, not
No.
every day. I don't drink coffee every
Yeah.
day.
Like for me, I get up around 7 every day, like 6:45, 7 o'clock. Sometimes later because like I sleep through my alarms. Like 7:20, and then basically hurry up and get Marie ready for school. She eats. I take her to school, and then on days where I'm like really fucked up, like dog tired, I'll go and take another nap. Like when I get home, like I'll go back and lay down and wait for Bella to get up. She gets up around between 8 and 9:30, so it's kind of varies. Sometimes I have more time in the morning to get some stuff done, but sometimes I don't. And I don't have to be to work until 1 p.m. now, whereas before I was going in at 11. And when I like the heaviest I got was like 175 as far as like weight, and that was like 175,
Yeah.
almost 180. I think it was like 177 or something like that. And then before, and that was before I started working at this job that I'm working at now. And we went into peak season where we were working 12 hours a day. So I'd go in at 11, get off every day at 11:30 p.m. And
Mm.
then I was like really tired. I would go to sleep, or I would like eat like very minimal, like just something to whatever put me to bed. And
Yeah.
I would eat, go like wake up, do the same thing, go in at 11, and then I wouldn't eat breakfast. Like I would just go in and lunch would be at like what, like 2:30, something like that. And that's kind of was my routine then. But now I every day I get up. If I'm having like this weird like feeling where I'm like getting a headache or some shit, I'll not have a coffee. Or if I'm like dog tired, like yawning like crazy the day before, I won't get a coffee because sometimes I'll have like that high sugar in the morning and then crash like throughout the day and I'll start yawning a bunch. So I'll actually not have a coffee to stay awake for the day. But as far as coffee, I do enjoy the taste. Like that's what I had in my big ass
You
mug.
got a baby or
Yeah, yeah, like a little baby yarn, like a little big ass
yeah.
mug. Like look at that, yeah.
Takes a sip of coffee.
Yeah.
Tired. Take a listen.
Like that. Fall
Like the
asleep.
generic yawn,
But,
like oh.
Yeah, like while I'm driving at work, like hitting the fucking rack.
Ooh, speed bumps all up and down the
Yeah,
road today.
it's like I'm sorry, like looking behind me. But no, but yeah, then just get up. Like I'm on my phone when I'm at home. Here lately, I've been kind of focusing in on like, okay, how can we edit the video content, stuff like that, and put it out. But then going to work at 1, get off here lately after 8 hours, like 8:30, 9:30. Have dinner, hang out with Tatiana. If she's working, then I'll go and stream. If she's not working or doesn't have a project, we'll sit on the couch and talk and stuff like that, or sit at the table, talk about videos, like whatever, shoot TikTok videos or watch a movie or something. But I usually fall asleep
Yeah.
when we're watching TV.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like on a daily basis. And then that's like a Monday through Friday thing. But then on the weekends, Saturday is mostly open. I try not to do anything, like, of course, aside from this. And then on Sundays, I'll either decide to go to my sister's house and hang out or go to my buddy's house and do some like extra work, like side work. That's my routine.
It's really cool.
You're like, yeah.
My routine.
Feels like, man,
I'm tired.
I'm not a big
invest
fan
in
of routines.
crypto. I don't have a job, bitch.
Nah, I definitely do. Got a job now. I'm
Yeah.
working on not having one, so I can just live off that. But yeah, I don't really like
Yeah.
routines because I told you that time when I was talking about applesauce and all that other stuff. I didn't like having the same thing over and over again because I felt like I was going to be in that loop. So I like to try to change something different no matter
Yeah.
what it is. And because that'll make you depressed, like, oh, shoot, these 4 walls, I'm going to be looking at this forever. But no, it just mainly, I wake up at 4:50, dude. 4:50 in the morning. I have 10-hour
Every day?
days.
Oh, to go to work?
Yeah, to work.
Do you only
So,
work 4 days a week?
Monday through. Yeah. So I still get my 40
Monday through
hours unless we got, yeah, unless we got overtime. So 4:50.
That's pretty nice.
Get there at 6, get off at like 4:30. So I basically get home at 5, and then I'll just be tired, take a shower. You know, my girl, if she made some food, I eat that, and then that's pretty much it. But I don't even be having time to stream or play games sometimes. If not, we just watch YouTube or watch like the Marvel shows if we already haven't, and then we just be chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is she really into the
So
Marvel?
Friday, like,
The Marvel?
yeah, yeah. I told you I got her into those, man. It was so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just going through all those movies with her. So I told you every time I got the AMC A-list thing, so my ticket is free. I just pay for her stuff, and then we go to all the movies day one or day zero as I call it. So
Daisy.
yeah,
Patient Z.
so it's
That's
fun,
awesome.
man.
Dude, I loved I loved AMC when I had it, like the Stubbs cards or whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah,
or before or higher than that. I used to, me and Maga had that a lot in Washington, but they don't have an AMC down here. I mean, they have like just a basic local Liberty, like they call it. It's from Liberty County where I'm at, and it's like
yeah.
Liberty Cinemas.
In
Yeah,
Washington?
and so in Washington they had AMC. We had AMC, but not
Oh,
here.
okay.
Like
Don't.
here in Hinesville.
Well, you're pinpointing where you're at.
Okay, who cares? You get on the military post, bitch. I'll shoot your
Yeah.
ass.
Your CEO's gonna be like, "You're giving away our position." You're-
Whatever. You can Google
Yeah,
it.
right. But go ahead.
But yeah,
But
they have a little
yeah,
local cinema thing, and I like it. But it's not like like when we watched when Kimberly bought me the Spider-Man tickets. I paid her back for it, of course. The Spider-Man tickets. And we went to the AMC up there in
Mhm.
Morrow. Man, whoo, seats were reclining.
what
Dude,
day
I
did you
still haven't
go?
seen that movie.
Yeah, I went on Sunday the 19th. So I saw it in the
bruh,
weekend. I saw opening weekend.
James, dude, you have to go see it,
James
man. I
hasn't
want
seen
to
it
talk
yet.
about it
You
so
Yeah, I've
bad.
seen it.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you, dude.
Y'all
I
want to do
know
like a
you have to see it.
yeah,
bro.
after I see it, y'all want to do like a spoiler cast of it? I mean, it's kind of late, but give our opinions on the movies
Yes,
because
but still, dude, I'm trying to tell
Yes.
you, you
okay,
have to watch
And
that movie.
I watched it twice already.
I want to
They
go
had
watch
it
it
playing in
twice.
the almost theaters.
Dude,
There
I'm
was
telling
I
you,
paid
that
like
movie's
$6
great.
for it.
yeah. I mean, that could be like I don't know, that could be like some exclusive content for the Patreon, like where we do spoiler casts on our favorite games and
Dude,
movies, and then
I'm
only
telling
the real fans who've either played it or seen it can jump in if they care about our opinions that much.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Which
advise,
they definitely
dude,
should,
please see
because
and
you're a
watch
super
it in the
fan,
movie theater,
Gerrel.
please. Yes,
Damn, is
I'm
it even
telling
still
you,
showing?
see it in the movie theater. Yes.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
dude.
only thing
I saw
is,
it in Dolby Cinema. I told you, Day Zero, with the super fans.
yeah,
They was going nuts.
yeah. They're like,
Like there
oh
was all kind of
shit!
stuff. Dudes, old man, jumping up out of their
He
seat. I
said, "This
never
kid's
seen
in
in a
here.
movie
Get him
theater
out
ever.
of here!"
You're like an old man ran out
I
in
never
front of the
seen nobody
screen and
jump
did a
out of their seat.
backflip.
For real.
Dude, for real.
Yeah,
Damn.
they was
But
like, yeah, like they was in a football game or something, dude.
okay. Nah, yeah, I still haven't seen it, but that actually is a good idea as far as like spoiler casts, where we just literally go like, so and so's in it,
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right. So
Yeah.
that kind of wraps up. Okay, yeah, that's future content that we can talk about, but kind of wraps up the show for today. Episode 3, Panda Cast, coming at you on Patreon on Mondays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Fridays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for free on your favorite podcast service. Just goes to patreon.com/pandamedia, where you can find all the links to all the different things, and also where it is, audio versions and video versions and you can find it there. So go to the pinned comment on Patreon. I don't know what else to really say right there. Shout out Gerrel. If you want to go to YouTube, look up Young Multac, spelled YOUNGMULTAC, and check out the Injustice 2 fighting game Lost videos. You'll fucking hear me rage like it's so cringy to me when I hear like me raging like that. I'm just like,
It's hilarious.
damn, why am I so mad? Like, why am I so mad?
Shit's fucking funny.
Like, I'm trying to be better than I was. But yeah, go check those out as well. They're really funny. I'll link it.
And thus those weren't even as bad as when you were in high school.
There, yeah, no.
Dude,
Yeah.
high school were worse.
We was late.
Go
boy.
Worse was
negative.
funnier.
Yeah.
The kills
No,
of
but honestly, with this show, I think about, okay, so we do this, and we've done it for 3 weeks in a row, which is awesome, and we're going to continue to do that. But I think about it where I was talking to Tatiana the other day. She watched listened to a little bit of the first episode and the second episode, and it got me thinking. I was like, damn, this is like good in my opinion. It's like, just imagine if we were doing it like when we first started like hanging out. Like if we started
I'd be
like
thinking
in
that too.
2012. And then it's like, damn, if we had 10 years of podcasting content or like show content, but I didn't know at the time. But then I also think about, okay, the opportunity isn't lost. Like, think about in 2032 when we've done the show for 10 years, you know, or moved on to other things that we're putting content out there. And she literally goes, she was like, does McGavin have a beard? And I go, no. And she goes, well, damn, because I can just imagine like you guys going to like a live event or something like that together, because everybody knows what Panda Cast is, and you're wearing suits, and then or you come out with like men's products, like beard products or some shit, and I'm like, damn, that sounds pretty dope, you know, like as a vision. So her seeing that and kind of, this is really one of the first times she's shown a ton of interest or ton of support. Normally, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm streaming. She's just kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. She's like, okay, yeah, well, we got to pick it's unrealistic expectations, blah, blah, blah. But then this, she's just like, yeah, dude, I see it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Dude, she, like, shits on me. And, like, the things I want to do. And so, like, in a lot of, but I'm like
Oh,
full 100% support her on everything she wants to do,
Yeah,
which is funny.
yeah, that's so
But
funny. That is funny. I mean, that's how it is
yeah, but she's got a
sometimes.
point because like a lot of that stuff I've kind of bailed out of and stopped doing, and she has history of me doing that to go off of. But
You
this,
gotta
she's
stop
like
bailing,
totally
dude.
supportive. Dude, I know I gotta stop doing this. That's why I'm. That's why I set the
Yeah, man.
expectation when I first talked to you about this show. So,
Yeah.
we're definitely going to continue to do it. I am super excited about what this show has to offer. As we grow and build our community and our audience, there is actually a guy that I work with who listen to both shows, and he goes, "Dude, you guys are so funny." And like, a guy actually went out and bought a Casio watch because of what you were talking about, and we were talking about in the first episode. He went out and bought a watch. He was like,
That's
"Dude,
good.
like." So, as far as like influence
Yeah,
and
man.
things like that, I could definitely see where this can grow, and obviously it's just going to get better from here. But I definitely appreciate you guys showing up for this episode and future episodes.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and
Oh,
also,
yeah, go
I didn't
ahead.
want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything about it, but you know what I mean. Speaking of what watches, Monica hates me right now because I bought another watch.
Okay, shot.
It's something. It's another piece. It's my first mechanical watch.
Oh,
So
shoot.
like everything in here is
Uh-huh.
manually. So there's
That's
like no
nice.
battery. You see the weight, and it winds itself. So when I'm wearing it and walking, it like turns the spring, and it manually it like
Holy
manually itself.
shit.
It's a little
How
cute
much
little
was that?
fossil thing. It's cheap. Well, I mean, yeah, depending on cheap, but it was cheap. It was like I actually got it.
Yeah.
So
Let me
on
guess.
their
Let me.
website, it's
Oh,
You
damn.
don't want to
249.
say it out loud, yeah?
I was gonna
You
guess.
don't
It
want
was
to say it out loud.
249 on the
gonna guess.
website. It was on the website. But how much do you think I got it for?
I would like immediately when I saw it and you said that it's like winds itself and it's like mechanical, like no electronic or whatever, no battery. I immediately thought
Yeah.
$150 and up.
Oh, and up for
Yeah.
sure. But so on the website, it was on their on Fossil's official website. It was like
Uh-huh.
249. I Amazoned it. I got that shit for
Yeah,
139.
okay. So pretty close,
So
like
yeah,
$12
yeah,
off.
I got it cheaper. I got it cheaper than what they were asking, which
Yeah.
is great. And I just like watch looks good. It's again, like I said, I'm starting into the whole
Mhm.
watch thing. But like all the other watches that I'm looking at, they're like 500 up, and I'm like, yeah, that's not anytime
Yeah.
soon. Let me figure out how I can take care of this one, because a lot of
Yeah.
the more like luxury watches or whatever, like depending on the names, none of them are battery. Like they're not. I think they call it quartz. None of them are battery
Yeah.
ran. They're all mechanical and automatic. Where you have to wear it in order for it to work. If I put this watch down and leave it there for a week, it'll
Yeah,
stop
because you
working.
got to wind it and all
But
that
I
stuff.
can.
Oh,
I
really?
have. Yeah, I actually have to wind it up. Yeah, I actually
Yeah,
have to
because
wind it
there's
up,
a spring
and it's
inside.
cool. So I'm just wearing it right now.
Yeah.
That's where the weight in the back is free floating, so that when you're walking, it'll eventually do a couple spins, and then it'll put tension on the spring to keep
Yeah.
it winding. It's really cool. Like I
Yeah.
said, I got into it, and I was like, man, I got this. I was just wearing it just to wear it, but then he said that, like, oh, now I gotta bring it out.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
because
let me
like
pick up off of that. Yo, McGavin, that's good. Let me, since you was talking about you got it on Amazon, let me drop that link in that description, though. If you want to buy Aztec watch, you can go in the link in the description and buy that watch.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me the link and I'll definitely put it in the
Most
link of the
definitely.
YouTube video and also in the post on Patreon. So if you go to Patreon and you are a patron, the only tier that I have right now is the $3 a month, but it'll be in the description of this audio and video version on Patreon as well, patreon.com/pandamedia. You can go to the link there on Monday and see the watch on Amazon, and if you're interested in it, how you can pick it up for $139. I don't know if it's going to be that price on that day, but hey,
Yeah.
that's what it is at the
Yeah,
time of
honestly,
recording.
I don't know because I think I got it on the sale.
Yeah.
Blah.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
sounds good. And again, appreciate you guys. Thanks for showing up. Any closing thoughts?
I love you 3,000.
Nothing, man. Just glad. Yeah, man. Like glad we could do it here. It's the third week, like you said. Doesn't feel like it. But definitely shows how we've gotten better at talking with one
Yeah.
another over the past like time. I mean, granted, we've always hung out. We've always had our dynamic where there's someone talking and we'll chime in. But it's really good to see that people are actually listening and just invested in our tomfoolery
Tomfoolery.
shenanigans
Yeah.
talking.
And I
Yeah.
mean, this is the longest episode. The first one was like 50 minutes. The second one was like 120 or 117. 117, an hour and
Yeah.
17, and this is like over an hour and a half. So it's like the show is getting longer, and it's just I feel like kind of naturally flowing. And one thing I do feel is that
Yeah.
I do kind of jump in a little more often and kind of dominate when I feel like I talk too much. So it's like
That's good, dude. You the host.
Yeah.
Workday, so
yeah,
Yeah.
but also that's the opposite of what a host should do. Host should be talking the least, like guide
yeah.
the conversation and let you guys flourish. But sometimes I jump in a little too much.
this is my
Yeah.
house.
So, but yeah, obviously as time goes on, like we'll all get even more comfortable. And yeah, 3 weeks, and people are listening. And the first episode on YouTube's got like over 26 listens. Like over I think 4 or 5 downloads on the audio version from the different audio and podcast services. And then on Patreon, nobody's kind of jumped in yet, but obviously that's just kind of like we need to get the show out there more, and then taking clips and things like that, posting on TikTok. Like over 200 people saw it. So yeah, so we're growing, definitely doing good, and it just comes down to consistency, like we talked about. So Gerrel,
We definitely gotta
closing
still
thought,
play
anything?
games together too. We gotta play
Yeah,
some more
that's
games.
definitely
We
true.
gotta play some for sure, cause I missed that. Like he said, if we would have had recorded those videos a long time ago when we was in high school, it would have been hilarious, man. Those would have been funny.
Man, what?
But yeah,
Dude, like,
so I can't wait to, like you
This
said,
dumb shit we
it's
do
not
all the
wasted. We can
time.
have more. So, yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah, man.
it's just like with investments in my mind. It's like, okay, Bitcoin blew up. Like, what's the next thing? You know, there's always going to be more
Everything's down now,
opportunities.
but
So
yeah.
that's
More
great. Buy
opportunities.
now. Everything's down. Everything's down. You get more
Buy now.
coin.
Everything
Like,
is down,
well,
down.
like I know, dude. Cardano is like under $1 again, which hasn't been for like a long time. But Stanley goes, "Yo, if I bought it at $2 and now it's $1, dude, 50% off." You know, like that's what I look at. But yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
but yeah. All right, guys. Catch you later. Peace out. Whatever you want to say. See you in the next
Motel,
episode.
motel, 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 motel.